Alumni Field, Channel 15 Sports, Munger Vision, PEGTV, Public Access Sports, bringing you Rutland Boys varsity soccer action. We're getting ready for the introductions. I'll be quiet. We'll pick up the voice of Ken Nelson outside. It's Brattleboro, Rutland. The two teams tied 1-1 down in Brattleboro. And this is almost a must-win situation for both teams in an NBL Class A matchup.
Number 3, Tyler Madison. Number 5, Jason Olsen. Number 6, C.T. Spalding. Number 10, Nick Campbell. Number 11, Joe Rodolfi. Number 16, Bowman Potter. Number 19, Dennis Schindler. Number 22, Corey Pollock. Goalkeeper, Captain Brendan Golovietnikov. Number 8, Captain Dominic Dundas. Number 18, Captain Nick Lawrence. And the rest of the Rutland Raiders. Rutland is coached by Kirk Abrahamson. Would you please now rise and remove your hats for the playing of
I think you can pick it up. You can see Joe Rodolfi, number 11, in the huddle there. See his shirt blowing? It's supposed to be raining by now. We're very fortunate the sun's out, but the wind is going to be tricky tonight for both teams. It's gusting, it's strong, it's swirling, and it's going to bother the soccer ball, especially the corner kicks and the punts by the goalie. And again, like I said, these two teams already having played once down south in Brattleboro. And it ended up being a 1-1 tie. Dominic Dunges right there, number 8, got the only goal for the Raiders. For a low-scoring game, which usually how soccer is, there was a lot of action in the game. But Rutland coming off a road loss to Hartford where they were shut out 1-0, a game that featured many opportunities for Rutland, but they just couldn't get the finish. Like I said, almost a must-win for both these teams in the NBL. As Rutland's starting to recycle through their schedule already, when they get the MAUs and the Brattleboros and Hartfords the second time around on their home field here at Alumni Field, got to take advantage of it. Alex Adams still injured for the Raiders. Remember, he got hurt in the Loisel tournament. That was a big loss for him, and that's where they're going to plug Rodolfi up in that slot. And Rodolfi's had an outstanding season to this point. Hope it will continue on, but they also need to get a very healthy Alex Adams back to help juice and energize that offensive punch there of Rutland. Kirk Abrahamson, the head coach at the Red Raiders, and again, one of the, in my opinion, always coach of the year, but I can't, I'm a little prejudiced and stuff, and Dunges will fight through the ball, get it for you. It didn't rain throughout the day. It's been very windy. This field's in excellent condition. It's been any rain that happened the night before is pretty much dried up and gone. We can just keep Mother Nature at bay as far as the rain throughout this contest and just battle with the wind. This should be decent. It's going to be a fun game anyways. And I can tell you right now, for sports information at Rutland High School, I find the easiest way is just to go to the phone and call 773-1962. You can listen to all the options, but it's option 2 to tell you what the game is that day and where it's being played, what time, all that information that you need. And it's going to be Nick Campbell, number 10. I will do the entire roster for Rutland probably at the end of the half when they go and settle down in the end zone and they get ready for their halftime powwow. That's when I'll go to them and read the roster for you. That's Corey Pollock, 22, and on the back side of that play was Tyler Madison, and he wants to dump the ball down in, and I don't know if that was a fake or what, but it fooled me, and that's going to roll and hit the end line, and it's going to become a goal kick as Lawrence kind of jogged to the ball, I'm apparently thinking that he thought it was going to go out. As we had 2 balls accidentally on the field, now we'll get set, and we'll have our first goal kick coming up for either side, and it'll be Brattleboro, and you can see the sun right in the eyes here of the sweeper. Again, the wind, fooled me because I anticipated where the ball was going to land, and it knocked it down well short, and then Tyler Madison will pick it up, and he'll lay it out for Lawrence. And Lawrence has had a very good season, scoring quite a few goals here for Rutland. And we're going to have another goal kick. And now I can see the back of that jersey number. It's going to be number 21, Pettengill. Bill Pettengill will be taking the kicks here on the goal kicks early on for the Brattleboro Colonels, and they're very familiar and very traditional purple uniforms. They've worn purple since, God, before I was in high school, and believe me, that was many moons ago. Rutland, of course, in their home whites, and about 30 minutes, 35 minutes, will be under the lights here. And I think that's going to be Schindler getting the ball to throw for Rutland. Campbell will hustle. They want to get that tempo going and crank it up. And Nick Campbell, number 10, palming the ball, will get set. And boy, he's, like I said, just been very impressive with his play this year. Really nice job in the middle of the field, and that's going to be a steal off from Dunges' foot. And Brattleboro looking for their first rush. And net for the Raiders, of course, is Brendan Golan-Bietnikoff, and got an offside call. Boy, that was close, but it was definitely an offside. And Brattleboro coming in, good athletes on their squad. And I watched them in the warm-ups. Many of the names I remember from other sports that they play. Like most of these high school players nowadays, they play multiple sports. And Dunges will settle and just push a pass on that side to Rodolfi. And there's that good speed by Rodolfi. He's got good size, and he'll fool you. And there's going to be a kick coming up as he was taken down at the midfield stripe. Just a good size guy, but he will. Boy, the kick got going so fast I didn't catch up to it. It's his speed that will really get you. It's Madison trying to slide it through, just missed. It was well marked actually, and the pass lane shut down. The ball will come back. We've got no score. We're in the first half, and this is going to be the Raiders. Spalding coming up, number 6. I've got no Christian Spalding all season. This introduction tonight, he went by CT Spalding, so going a little Hollywood on us tonight. So we'll go with CT Spalding. Madison with the steal, and Brattleboro came back in with a lot of open turf to work with, and there's a quick rush down, and I believe it did, yeah, cross the line. We'll have a goal kick coming up, and you see the flag right there really telling the story of what's going on down on the field. As Pettingill will kick it from the far side of the box here. He's taking just one goal kick and got it up in the air a little bit too much to the point where the wind knocked it down, kept it short. Night like this, you really want to keep him low, line drive type style kick. That's an excellent job. That's an outstanding job. Nice step up there by Schindler. He'll send the ball right back into play on the offense, and Dunges will pressure the ball. Had the trap, couldn't control it. Pollock will set up. Just able to pooch a little bit, but again, Brattleboro playing that very short, tight spacing, that short passing game out there. And as you can see, they build almost a triangle in the middle of the field, and that works defensively too, as well as setting up their offense. Rutland, a team that can play the short passing game, but they got the horses that can carry the ball down on a rush, and they got the speed, so they go over the top if they want to play the long ball. That's going to come back, and they were looking for, I believe, Schindler, and that never got in, and I lost it. There we go. Takes me a couple minutes in the game too to get. I didn't do my warm-ups, my calisthenics, and my fake filming. That's how I warm up. I pretend to be taping stuff. You know, I get all my shoulder muscle loose, my neck muscle, and my squint eye all set to go and relaxed. And I didn't do that tonight. I got a lot of hours in this week, and I was getting a little lazy. And then we'll let that handball play through, and Brattleboro will send the ball out. Well, right now things just kind of choppy early on here, and that's Pollock on defense. And the good thing about tonight, it's warm. I mean, it's not one of those very icy cold with the wind making it even worse type nights. It's a warm night. Feels like a thunder shower actually. There's that great speed of Pollock. Outkicked himself. Pettingill stepped up, and he's going to come way up the field. Nice job by the sweeper Pettingill, and he'll send it all the way back down. And Schindler right there will just say, here you go, right back again near the midfield stripe, but not to midfield. Got to the circle, and that's going to be headed up, and that'll be settled down by Dunges. And Dominic, one of the captains out there for the Raiders, along with Nick Lawrence, and then Golan-Bietnikoff. And then Golan-Bietnikoff, real big asset to have. In net for the Raiders, got experience, got big game experience from the playoff run last year, and is a just an outstanding athlete. Got a great attitude. That's going to be it'll be no save there for Brewer. And I didn't mention the starting goalie. It's Ben Brewer, and he's a junior, and I watched him in warm-ups, and very impressive. He was moving laterally side to side, very nice. Actually, it's going to be a corner, the first corner of the game. And Rutland, I don't know the ratio or percentage. I can't give you the stat on it, but for all the games I've watched, and I've watched a lot of them this year, they're running at a pretty high clip of being able to convert these corners into points. They do a nice job with it. So Madison will come wide, and they'll step into it. And boy, again, that stayed low, never got in the air, and we have an injured Brattleboro player down on the field. Lawrence went through him to get to the ball, and this looks like it's going to require a timeout. And that's the case. We'll just take a fade and hopefully come back up on the other side of the fade with some good news about the injury. Alan Green was the injured player, and he's able to actually get up and walk off under his own power. Always a great sign. I think I know what happened to him. He got winded by taking a hit somewhere where no gentleman likes to be hit. So
Number 2, Elliot New.
That's Jason Olsen there, number 5 on the defense. Olsen's got a goal this year on Channel 15. We were able to catch it early on, I believe the Middlebury game and the Loisel tournament. That's going to go up over the top and see the wind knock the ball right down. And he was waiting to run and time it on the lead on the ball, and the wind just drove it down. He had to kind of come back and stalled the attack out, and that's going to be, yeah, Golubietnikov will tell you the story right there. So he watched you sail over the top of the crossbar, and we'll have a kick coming up and see if it will. Yes, it will be Brendan Golubietnikov off the ground with the kick right here. Again, PEGTV, Channel 15 is a non-profit community television studio station. It's located down in Building 24, the House Center, and they would absolutely love, and I mean this sincerely, to have you come down to the House Center if you got a free few minutes or an hour or whatever, and take a tour of the facility and maybe get interested to the point where you'd like to maybe do something with this television station. Come out and be a CIP and go out and videotape projects, wherever your choosing is, out in the community. And if you don't want to do that, that's cool. If you just want to go down and see how it all works, meet the paid staff down there, the official staff, Executive Director Mike Valentine, Nancy Donahue, his right-hand assistant, and that's going to could be a corner coming up. No, he says goal. And again, you can also visit them on the website. And the website loaded with tons of information besides the schedule, contact information, all kinds of information, more than I can comprehend and grasp and tell you. But it's at www.pegtv.com. And if you like doing things the old-fashioned way like me, using the telephone, boy, Schindler battling the ball there, got the ball at the side of his foot. Now Bowman Potter comes in, and Bowman will make no mistake about it. He'll go up there and keep it from being a corner by kicking it out the sideline, and we'll have the throw, and everybody will find their marks for Rutland. And that's going to be headed out by Tyler Madison. It'll be settled down just about at the 20-yard line. There's a spin, the pass. Oh, beautiful job coming back by Potter. You see Olsen also there involved in playing that with C.T. Spalding, and then it'll be out of play far side. And I think it went off from a purple jersey out there, and we should have the Raiders, yep, Bowman Potter coming up, and he'll take the throw. But the number for Channel 15 is 747-0151. And if you do go down, tell them Jerry sent you. Oh, look at this. We got Lawrence with some speed, and the ball just taken off his foot. He'll pursue now in defense. Set a little screen here for Dunges. Dunges wants to lay it back down. Use the outside of the foot for the pass. Very good right or left foot. And pressure on the defense. They'll kick it side out. And the Raiders will take the throw, and you can see coming up is Rodolfi, and I think Joe's going to take the throw. Yeah, Joe wants the ball, and there he goes. Good baseball player. Good pitcher. See him short-hop that. And again, his jersey flopping around in the breeze pretty much tells you the story tonight that, oh, that's live. Oh, Brewer reached behind him. That was pretty risky. A little casual, a little too casual, and he'll like to take the throw out. And, you know, that's not really a bad idea with the wind situation tonight. He got the throw and a kick, and he got it to midfield. Now here comes the rush. The trail player coming up. Had a nice head of steam in that pass. Stepped up, taken by the Colonels as they funnel it to the center of the field. And then the Raiders just sandwich him, put the hammer down, and stop that play. And it'll be done just, oh boy, he's smooth as silk with the ball. And then Madison able to settle it, get it up, and he was looking for Lawrence. And like I said, Lawrence is a big, strong, physical guy. He's tough to handle on a single mark, and he's got a lot of skills also. That ball. See Brattleboro playing. See the triangle they had right there defensively? Almost like a diamond back there. And did a game, a girls game, Essex against Rutland girls. And Essex defensively played 7 people back. I mean, it was, ooh, Rodolfi takes the roll and looks like he's going to be all right. And there's some physical play by Dunges. He'll get it, hook it, and nope, couldn't send it through into the box. And then the follow-up. Again, the Raiders playing without Alex Adams out there. So he got injured in the Loisel tournament, and we haven't seen him since because I haven't seen him play on the field since. He's had all the games, of course, but because arm in a sling, not a good sign. Bowman Potter working it down defensively. Got it to Schindler. Potter coming in on the trail. Got the ball back to Schindler, and he'll kick it back up. About a 10-yard kick, and yeah, that's going to be a dangerous play. Should be a kick coming up. And it's at a pretty sweet spot on the field, actually, with 27 minutes, 59 seconds to go in the first half of play. I'm going to tell you this, but I'm sure you already know this. You play 2 40-minute halves in varsity soccer, and overtime golden goal. And that's going to be laying out there, and really never got up high enough to do much damage as far as getting a decent header on it. There was a good attempt at one. Looked like a torpedo flying through the air, but that's going to be headed up, 45-yard line in the football field. Then it'll be off from Lawrence on the play, and we'll have Brattleboro take the throw. And at least that's my call, and they're going to reverse my call. No, it's definitely the Colonels. They just can't make up their mind as to who they want to take it.
Number 13, Silas Rayburn.
Elliot New's going to take it, number 2, as he gets down in position. So New with the throw, and as the dust settling in, and the lights will take full effect here very shortly. Nick Campbell, I'll see him stay on his feet, got good balanced turns, and that'll be out of play, and everybody will get set for the mark, and we'll have the throw now take place just over midfield on the offensive side of the Brattleboro squad. He wanted to reverse dribble, and Olsen was right there, and so they'll have none of that, and it's just going to be kicked up and out, and we'll have another throw by Milan, number 22, Milan, Tyler Milan. As they have to retrieve the ball. Now, I did notice that we're very short of ball boys and girls tonight on the sidelines, and they are a huge part of the games being successfully played, with the flow continuing on and people just getting the ball and going right back into play with it. But the start time was changed from 7 to 6. I didn't know about it until just about 12 hours ago, and I'm wondering how many people are going to come file in at about 10 to 7 thinking the game hasn't started yet. Maybe we'll get some more ball boys and girls. And Brattleboro shuffling people in and out that sideline at a good clip. They want some fresh legs there. And again, they'll get it on the dead run. That's a beautiful play to get it. If you can time in your header on the throwing like that, Olsen, and boy, Olsen just got his big old body right in the way and took away any decent chance of squaring up and firing a hard shot in on Golubyetnikov, who made the save. I don't want to say an easy save, because there really isn't anything as an easy save. That's a great kick. He had the wind in his face, and that's a great kick. That carried 10 yards beyond midfield. That is such a weapon to have, a goalie who can punt the ball like that, besides make the saves, and that's going to be up in the air, and that's going to be in the side. That stayed in play on that far side. Remember, they don't use the white lines for soccer here. They use the yellow lines. The white lines are for football. And Raiders with the takeaway. Raiders with some turf to dribble down. Raiders maybe 10 yards too far before they made the pass and stolen back, and that's going to go off from Pollock, and then the Raider, nice job of embellishing that and taking a dive. Oh, you got to have a little home cooking. That was a good job. Because I'll tell you right now, if he knows it too, and it happens in every game. If you go down that easy, you'd be falling down at the blow of the wind here. That's a great play. Look at that, look at that. It's in the box, and Brewer will get it just ahead of Lawrence. Tell you what. That nice long kick like that by Dunn just set the table for. Now, technically, they won't call that a scoring chance, but that was pretty close to being a good thing right there for the Raiders. That ball will be off a toe, off a foot, and come over, and Campbell will turn, and that ball just ricochets right back. That was a hard header right there. And that was pretty much juice, too. It had some garlic on it, so it pops around, and see T. Spalding in there doing some good job battling around. Madison now, and he's got great speed. He'll get to the, he forced it. He took away the outside exit and knew he had help on the inside. Just like in football, you got defensive strategies. Now Pollock, and again, might take a little turf on the kick as he really didn't get it to the lane, the pass lane that he wanted. And we'll have Bowman Potter, 16, head over to that far side, and I believe Bowman will take the throw-in. And we're just a little bit under 24 minutes to go. And no spectacular saves by either goalie yet. Nobody's really gotten a tremendous save opportunity. A lot of midfield play. Shane Barrett out there for all, number 24, and Jim C, number 9. So as the Raiders get some new bodies in there. There's the play. They love that play coming back like that. That just creates a little vacancy so they can get some space like that to open up the passing lane. That's all kicked from laying down. Dunges, who's a couple times tonight kind of stopped. I don't know if he's got a bad ankle, bad knee, or if he just plain old got kicked right there. But he pulled off the ball, and tell you, there is no protection other than wearing your cup and your cleats. You're pretty much wide open. This is a tough man sport. This is like football where you're all padded up. That's going to be Brewer, and got a corner. The goalie, Brewer, coming out, made the play, but it goes through the inline, and Rutland will have an opportunity here as Dunges will serve it up. And again, not to be repetitive, but it is my nature. You can see the wind right next to him just wiggling and wagging and blowing and whipping, and you can tell it's going to be right in his face, so he's going to have to compensate for that. And he just didn't bring it out far enough, and of course the wind velocity to help bring that ball back around. So we're at 22.5 minutes to go. First half, scoreless game. Look at him.
The program, number 17 for Brattleboro is Dane Sengaloon Homestaff. Justin Ducharme is wearing number 18.
So we get set here. Well, I believe it's Pettengill.
For Brattleboro, number 19.
Again, Pettengill might have sliced that one, yeah, or the wind might have actually helped him, but that'd definitely be out of play. And we will have Rutland. They should be on the offensive side, yeah, midfield to take the. See how short the ball, boys and girls, were? That's the coach. That's Kirk Abrahamson chasing the ball down for Shane Barrett. I mean, the guy does it all. Kirk runs the practices, coaches the teams, does the, figuring out who's going to be varsity, who's going to be JV. Carried the ice bucket out tonight. I saw him with that, the medical kit. Boy, Dominic having a rough night right there as he took that kick. You see him still checking his nose and his teeth. He took that one right off the face. And we're going to have Brattleboro with the throw. 21-37 to go in the first half of play. And again, they did play overtime already once down south in Brattleboro. Muddy conditions. Crappy night that night it was, but everybody has to play in it, so it was really no advantage for anybody on either team. And Dunges got down there, got the slide tackle, got the ball pot free momentarily, and then, I think those two teammates are going to have a little talk about communications. And Madison stepped back as the flying colonel came through, and that's Dunges right there. And boy, you forget, because he scores a lot of goals and has a lot of assists, just what a good defensive player Dunges is. That's C.T. Spalding getting the ball over there this time, and that's going to be dumped up. And again, that's going to be way out. I don't think Kirk can get that one. It's over on Woodstock Avenue, the opposite side, the north side of Woodstock. Shane Barrett with those very noticeable bright shoes. Easy to pick them up out there, even through the black and white viewfinder. They come alive. Now see, by having the lack of ball, boys and girls here, the slows play downs, they have to wait and retrieve the ball. And we're down almost to the midway point. And there's the throw. And they said the wind gusting out even stronger than at the start of the game. If I was to guesstimate a gust factor, I'd say 15 to 18 miles an hour right now. And going to be worse before the night's over. Lawrence. Did a little stutter step. That's a beautiful move. Got it around Madison. Turns, got some opening. Finds it into Jim C. It's going to be worked to the sideline, and it's going to be kept in play. And then on the second attempt with the left-footed kick, it'll come up, and the Brattleboro Colonels with a nifty move there. They'll work at the inside, hook the pass through. A lot of people had a chance at that. They didn't get to play it. And then Brattleboro with the rush coming down the field now, and they'll get to that plenty of time before it goes out of bounds. And this is going to be popped up, and see where I was following where the ball would have been. We've got a kick coming up. This is going to be big. The push was on Spalding. And that's going to be coming from just about 20 to 25 yards out from the goalie. And this should be a direct kick. And this is a good scoring opportunity for the Colonels as Pettengill will set the ball down to 15 and then 10 in the end zone. Yeah, he's looking at just a 25-yard kick here. So Pettengill with a chance to give the Colonels the lead in the first half of play in this big NBL Class A matchup between old rivals Rutland and Brattleboro. See, a lot of this counting stuff's just part of the strategy of distracting and trying to catch your team off guard. And there's the touch, there's the kick, and whoa, goodbye. That ball just landed on the field hockey field, and you've never been up here to the field before. That's a good 60 yards away. Got too far underneath it. Joe Rodolfi coming back for Rutland, number 11, along with Corey Pollock, 22. And Corey Pollock brings a lot of energy to the field when he gets out there. As Golubyetnikov will lift it, and again, don't forget, he'll have a better shot here in the second half with the wind when they switch into the field. And that'll be picked up, and C.T. Spalding will get the long throw, and one pass for Dolphy into the Colonel bench, and we'll have the Brattleboro squad quickly trying to get the tempo going himself and catch the Raiders off guard. And the ball took a good Brattleboro bounce, and right there defensively was Schindler. It'll be picked off by Dunges, and Dominic Dunges now will have a little time and space to work with as he wanted to go cross field and get it to Corey Pollock, and just wasn't open. Everybody getting a piece of the pass this time, as that's going to be C.T. Spalding, and again, good no call right there. And that's going to come in Golubyetnikov easily. You know, there's nothing easy. We'll slide over and make it look easy and pick it up. Hey, don't forget also, we got some more field hockey action coming up for you from the Rutland High School girls team. Got Mill River girls soccer coming up, some more Rutland High School girls soccer. This is all on Munger Vision. I can't speak for other people in their sports and what they're covering or what they're allowed to cover. Don't really feel like getting into the politics tonight of how I'm shut out of all the football programs. Nobody let me cover it, and you and I did it for 11 years, and everybody in the community always says, how come we can't see varsity football, Jerry? And I'm like, see goofiness of the politics and the silly coaches and the athletic directors. Got big egos and thin skin, and you hear all kinds of excuses from they don't want to be scouted on television, or they just flat out don't like me. But I'm not going to get into that tonight, and we'll enjoy the soccer game. Here comes the Raiders, and that's going to be sent up, and skipping over the pass was Dunges. He'll go back to pick it up now and come to the side to Pollock. There's the left foot and the follow-up. Actually, that's Dominic. That was Jim C. with the ball before. And like I said before, they're about the same build and same haircut, and the 9 and the 8 on their jerseys. If you're old and ragged like me, they kind of look the same. Nice step up by Bowman Potter. And then he's got the speed to see turn around and just get hustling with it. See him get right back into play, Bowman. Nice job by Bowman Potter. And then a step up by Olson. That's going to be dumped in, and that's going to come down. Take a bounce for the Raiders. No support on the ball. And we got a whistle. And we're going to have a kick coming up. Yeah, I got a push call as they push Pollock and Rutland now, with a good chance to take the lead. As this kick, I'm waiting to see where Dominic will set this down. It's going to be at the football 30, makes it a 40-yard kick. And again, remember how he set that ball low line drive or the defensive wall, and his teammates Jeff Smith being able to run in and get a kick on net? Oh, too much, Dominic. Yeah, he must have had a big bowl of pasta with garlic in it before the game, because that was just launched up and out, and he had some muscle behind it, that's for sure. And it's all happening now with 15:51 to go. The first half just flying by, and actually it's the same 40 minutes every half. Because we did have one stoppage in play very briefly for an injury. But again, it's not an offensive, to this point, not an offensive showcase. And that's going to be, oh, just a whisker shy of springing him in there on that through ball. C.T. Spalding will lose his bounce, go down. Michael Schwartz out there, number 2 for the Raiders, seeing his first action of the evening. That kick far side, and Barrett spun around. Oh, that's just athleticism. I mean, that guy's an athlete. Whoa. And that will roll out of play, and you see Rodolfi heading back against the breeze, and with 15 minutes even to go, the Brattleboro Colonels in the first half of play will have the throw.
Alan Green, number 11, John Dacey.
Yeah, Alan Green was a young man who left the game under his own power after being injured, and he's back in the contest now. It's a very good sign. Glad to see that. And again, looked like he got the good old need of the family jewels, which happens a lot in soccer, and just took the wind out of him. Probably scared the heck out of him. I always just videotape the game with my cup on, so I mean, I can imagine being that's even closer to the action like he was. But he's back in now. He's okay. And oh, that's a push from behind. Now it'll become a kick for the Raiders, and it should be just about at midfield. So you can see Schindler, and he's got a big foot. He's a strong guy, and he was kicking very well in the pregame warm-ups. I was watching him out there. Oh, see what I mean? He got great lift down in the box and just well defended. That was pretty well marked up there, and headed right back out by Brattleboro. Take a little bump, another little bump, and they'll send it down. And they're looking to go long distance on this play. Campbell with that great speed. There's a ball squirting through. There's the settle, and that's going to be, oh yeah, he knows it. Look at it, he knows it. I'll tell you what, Golubietnikov came out to be aggressive and cut the angle down, and I think that saved the goal. That was Hamsab, Dane Sengalun Hamsag. They said say it just the way it looks in the program. I'll tell you what, Mr. Golubietnikov now, after a good missed opportunity right there by the Colonels, probably the best scoring chance of the game to this point by either side, and they'll go out of play, and we will have 13:24 to go. We'll have the Raiders Shane Barrett get set, and nice, oh, great header. Got it right back in. Rodolfi had to spin around. He was double marked on that play anyways, but it'll be the Brattleboro squad, and those very noticeable and easy to recognize. And if you've ever followed sports in the state of Vermont, you know the purple of the Colonels out there, and Raiders in there mostly white, trimmed out in red, and we're going to have a throw coming up for Brattleboro. As you're going to have a substitution coming in. That's what they're waiting for. 22 Milan coming in, and Tyler Madison for the Raiders coming back in the game. He'll wear number 3. Was a starter, got a break, and boy, everybody for the Raiders got there, all collided with each other, and they are down, and this is going to require some timeout here. They have to wait, though. There's a chance for the play to continue on. I'm watching to see if he's going to get up, and now the ball will go out, and yeah, They collided, teammates collided with each other. Yeah, and the official getting right out there right now. CT Spalding, and they should let him take his time getting up, and he's walking off under his own power right now, and they'll stop the clock officially, and Kirk Abraham's coming out, and looks a little woozy. I'm not playing doctor from 100 yards away, but looks a little woozy in head, he's saying. Yeah, it's got it in the head. That's what Kirk just said. So what Rutland, hopefully he'll be fine. He'll be able to shake the cobwebs out and be okay. But I'll tell you right now, he does look a little woozy, and I didn't catch. I'm sure Ken Nelson will catch up for me. Who came in to replace him? That happened with 12:09 to go. That's when they stopped the clock. And they need a substitution right now. Okay, so we get things going. It was Rutland with possession. They have the ball and the throw-in. We'll try to get a line like Ken Nelson up here, who basically is just phenomenal how he runs the PA, the music, introductions, gets the pronunciations, has a walkie-talkie thing up here, and he keeps in contact with that far side of the field. I bet you before or right after the half, he'll have a update on that injury for me. Hopefully it'll be really good news. So the Brattleboro squad overran the ball, and that's going to be picked up by Lawrence and Nick Lawrence. Just a nice little layout pass for Rodolphe. Oh, he couldn't take the corner. He wanted to come to the outside. Had to come back to the inside. Stays in play. Oh, look at that great balance by Joe Rodolphe. Phenomenal stuff, and taken down, and oh, no whistle, Brattleboro. Now, and that might have been embellished a tad bit, but I think it also could have warranted a whistle. And yes, I am a hometown fan, but the Colonels dodging a bullet there as Rodolphe again with his magical foot able to work the ball in deep to the box, and it's going to be done, just turns, fires, and it's going to be dumped back in and take a nice roll for the Colonels. No support on the ball. It'll be settled down, and oh boy, strike three. Olson with a whiff, and that'll give the Colonels the throw. Milan will take it. He'll have to wait as we have subs coming into the ball game right now.
Entering for Brattleboro, number 16, Ray Granby.
And we're good for Milan now. He'll take the short throw, everything marked long. They came hard out the knees, and we want to go back to Milan, and he was standing out of bounds, and they'll become the Raiders with the throw now.
You got one on each team, too? Yeah. Which number's your son?
That's a Rutland, number 6, C.T. Spalding.
Okay, so C.T. Spalding back into the ball game after about a 4-minute rest, and glad to see you. Great to see he's okay. And that'll hit out of bounds, and we'll have Brattleboro take the throw. They're going to go right back to Milan, and he'll come up to, oh, a good 15 yards forward to take the throw here. Now, a lot of shots on net, not a lot of corners, and to be quite honest with you, a little bit flat on both sides here. I thought we'd see him come out all juiced up here, and Schindler must have hit that chalk line, and we'll have Brattleboro take the. Now we'll have Rutland get set up here. No, it is Brattleboro, okay, because you couldn't see him and I couldn't either, and that's going all the way across. And boy, Rutland's got that very well marked. The Colonels will push it in, and Golubyetnikov will pick it up and jog it out to the top of the box where he'll get set to take the punt as we're gone down to 9.5 minutes to go in the first half of play on PEGTV, on Munger Vision, from Alumni Field. And oh, they got a whistle. Oh, no whistle on it. Give me a break. No whistle on that? Oh, hometown fan or not, you saw what I saw. The camera is right there. You don't even have to. Oh, jeez. I'll just be quiet and do the game. And then they lost. But wow, there should have been a kick coming up for the Raiders on that push from behind, and then they lost. The possession was given to Brattleboro. They just lost all the way around on that call, or lack of one. And that's going to be settled down in the Colonels. Nice jump stop right there. That's pretty hard to do, I'll tell you what. I go down and just kind of fool around before the games with a soccer ball on the sideline, and I have no idea how these athletes, the men and the women soccer players, do what they do. It's just unbelievable concentration and coordination, which I lack both of, but my goodness, they're down there doing it at 90 miles an hour. Oh, that's going to be slid over, and this is going to be put on net, and it's going to hook and just go wide. Right idea. They reversed the field. They had all the traffic on the right side of the box. And they had an unmarked man over here on this left side, and they just sent the ball over to him. And, you know, that could have been the win because it's blowing right across the box. See the flag over there? So maybe it just carried the ball a little bit wider than it would have if it wouldn't have been such a windy night tonight. And that's going to be Rodolfi. And he'll come around. Rodolfi will just send it through. And Swartz getting there. Swartz wants to get right back up. And it's going to be Pettengill taking the kick on what looked like just both players playing the ball going down. But they'll whistle that down and give it to Brattleboro. That's just headed back and misplayed and up and over, and Rodolfi able to get the ball forward and with a nice soft pass looking for that speedy Tyler Madison. He'll take the corner. Does he have enough space? And he did save it. No whistle. Pettengill came up to pick up the loose ball. He'll send it down the sideline. There's Dunges with the step up. Great control on that side by the Colonels. And then Dunges coming right back to put pressure on the ball and make him give it up to the center of the field. And that's what they're going to lay it out. And I believe that definitely will stay in play as Brattleboro really executing a nice passing game. Very calm about it. And there's some space, some time to work with, and you can see good positioning by Olsen. The ball will come back inside, and that's going to be put up and take a skip over midfield. And I think that's a miss kick, and it could end up being a, yeah, it's going to be Rutland with the throw, and I believe Rodolfi will take it. No, they're going to send him down in to take and receive the throw, and it's going to be put into play real quick by the Raiders, and that was Swartz right there, and it comes over to Rodolfi. Oh, he did it. No, a little bit too much. He was trying to bring it just around the defender and chase it down himself, and then he lobbies for a corner, and we'll have Brattleboro with a goal kick with 6:40 to go in the first half of play. No score. And the Raiders having some new subs coming in, and we'll get them the call from Ken Nelson. I can see one of them's absolutely Shane Barrett, because he's got those big low sneaker cleats on. And then we'll catch up with the other number.
Number 24, Shane Barrett, and number 15, Ian Stewart.
Ian Stewart, number 15. He was the other guy coming in. So the Raiders with Ian Stewart out there along with Shane Barrett. And that's going to be C2 Spalding. And boy, to be able to stop on the dime like that and then come right back with that quick sprint. And that's bobbled around, and then sent up in the circle in the center of the field. Brattleboro settles, and they'll send it over in that far side. I think you got to really say it's been pretty much an even game here in the first half. 5:51 to go. And the throw by the Raiders on that far side, and that's going to be, boy, very unusual to see a team against Rutland have that kind of time and space to work with, but they did, and that'll go off from Dunges out of play. We'll have the Brattleboro squad just get set to take another throw. As Del Piore will give the ball back, and again, that's a couple times now they've tried to just keep the throw low. And that is going to be just kind of a 50-50 ball right now. Nobody really owning it, and Dunges with that nimble, nifty ability of his, able to dribble around in a circle and open up some of the field. And then there's a step up and a header. And tell you what, the Colonels, very good team at taking the ball right out of the air and keeping it in a transition, just get it going. And that's going to be a kick, and we'll have the Colonels in good position here at 4:59 to go to get another opportunity to take the lead on the road against Rutland at Alumni Field. Oh, I don't understand that play. He must have shanked it because he went right into a crowd of white jerseys and thought he's going to take it right to the net. And that will be out of play. Yes, there's the whistle. Late, but the whistle, and it will be Rutland with the throw right in front of their bench. Is Bowman Potter getting set. Nick Olette coming in. Number 21 for Rutland High School. And again, this is a game, not that they're lacking intensity, I decided to have a little more, cayenne pepper in it or something here. You can tell I'm hungry if I don't have supper before a game because everything's a food analogy. That's going to be up by Olette, served up nicely. Lawrence is going to give the Raiders the lead. Oh, what a pretty job by Olette, 21, just into the game. He's going to have the assist on the Lawrence goal. And Lawrence, with those long legs, is able to reach out, just poke the ball ever so gently past the defender, the goalie. And they had just enough speed on it to get it in the net. And 1-0 Rutland on the Olette assist and the Lawrence goal. And that will be coming at 4:03 left to play in the half. Nick Olette, just a sophomore. Well, I didn't tell you, things like that, just being inserted in the lineup at that time, picking up the assist, just makes Coach Abrahamson look more and more like the wily veteran old crafty coach he is. And Brattleboro now will set the ball back. I believe that's going to be Pollock, I think, will take the ball. Is he going to mark it for Dunges? And see all this is all chicanery after going all the practices learning. This is just a distraction. As Dunges, and again, Rutland, a good shot right here. And go! Dominic smoked it, Dunges. You couldn't have walked up and threw that in the net any more perfect. So Raiders strike for 2 goals in less than 30 seconds. That one's going to be unassisted. Dominic Dunges just rifling it in there. Oh yeah. He's one of the best players in the state of Vermont, and he gets a lot of credit, you know, a great amount of assists. Really sees the field well, but I'll tell you what, he's got a jetpack in that foot. 2-0 Rutland with 3:31 to go. Brattleboro kind of letting it unfold on him here late in the first half. As Stewart will get there. And the Colonels needing to respond, and they're going to send it into the box, headed up by the Raiders, dribbles to the far side. It's going to be chased down by Brattleboro. They'll keep backing up. They want to get space on Madison, and he just misplayed the ball. And boy, Brattleboro better start feeling a sense of urgency, and oh, come on. They're going to whistle that. I'm sorry. So the Colonels, with 2:52 to go, they've got to take advantage of some. This is the 3rd time they've been inside the 25 to take a kick here, and Milan's going to come out, and they've got to at least make them make a save. All their kicks have just sailed high over the crossbar, out of play over the field hockey field. And speaking of that, field hockey team's down in the front row, and they're coming off a big 3-2 win over Arch Rifle Hartford. So congratulations to the Rutland girls field hockey team. Well, I don't have to say girls because it is field hockey. They don't have a boys field hockey team. And the clock ticking down to 2:20, and there's a touch by Pettingill and Milan. Oh, he went low that time, and it never made it through, and that's going to stay in play. And boy, Rutland just buzzing around the ball right now. That second goal, first and second goal, just kind of, they feel that intensity. I think, not that they lack intensity, that's not the word I want, but they're playing a lot more little P&J in them here. They're really moving it around and getting to the ball and winning those 50-50 balls and being a little more physical and got a little more extra jump in their step. And Brattleboro at the least would want to keep it 2-0. They don't want to surrender another goal here. Their main objective would of course be the obvious, is to get a goal or two to cut the lead down or tie it up, but you also got to be thinking, don't give up another one here. Let's kind of regroup at halftime, and that's going to be sent down inside the box, dumped right back out by Rutland High School, knocked down by Brattleboro. There's the reverse, great little dribble move. They'll pass it in, and oh, look at that defense. Great defense. That's by the guy who just scored the goal. That's Dunges. That's what I mean. You really forget about what great defenders the Raiders are because everybody thinks about that high-powered offense of theirs, and here they come, and it's going to be out of play with 1:13 to go. They had it moving at a pretty good clip down that far side, and they just ran out of turf. And Brattleboro will rifle that one in. That Smith's kick popped up, stays in play, takes a little spin on the ball, and kicks back. And Madison, and finally a whistle, and see if Rutland will have the kick here, and that will be Dunges and Pollock again will take the job here for Rutland to get this kick in motion. It's going to be shy of the football 40, and hey, don't think you can do it from this far out. He's only 10, 12 yards further back, Dominic, as Dunges from where he just scored. He's looking for a teammate. He's looking for a teammate. Oh, that's got a chance. No. Oh, tell you what. Those headers, man. And the Raiders almost chalking up a third one with just 19 seconds to go. We'll have a goal kick by Brattleboro. It'll be Pettingill on the far side. We're in the first half of play. Again, at the half, I'll fade down. Let Coach Abrahams get his guys situated where they're going to be sitting down for the halftime speech, and then I'll come back up and read the roster to it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And that is going to be the half, and Rutland High School with a late burst in the second half have a 2-0 lead over Brattleboro in his NBL Class A matchup. So the Raiders are assembled, and good enough for me. We'll get going. We'll start with the goaltenders. Brendan Golobietnikov is a captain and senior and a goalie, and Alexander Wigmore is another goalie. Michael Schwartz is number 2. Number 3 is Tyler Madison. 4 is Alex Adams. Number 5 is Jason Olson. C.T. Spalding is 6. Arthur Burke wears 7. Dominic Dunges is 8. James C. is same C. I'm sorry, is number 9. Nick Campbell's 10. 11 is Joe Rodolphe. Kyle Cassidy wears 12. Brendan White 13. Walter Gilman is 14. Ian Stewart 15. Bowman Potter wears number 16. Brad Upsaw wears 17. Nick Lawrence, he's got a goal tonight. He's number 18. Number 19 is Dennis Schindler. 20 is Brendan Corsons. 21, Nick Olette, he's got an assist tonight. Corey Pollock, 22. Justin Grenier is 23. And Shane Barrett, 24. That's the last year for the 2006 Raiders, coached by Kirk Abrahamson. And we'll be back with the start of the second half of play on Munger Vision. Well, Brattleboro's job pretty simple right now, and just stating the obvious. Obviously, they need goals, but they got to keep it at 2-0. They can't let it go 3-0 here, and they got to press the attack, but not let Rutland make those counterattacks. The goals for the Raiders, remember, came with, I think, 3:34 to go in the first half of play. Everything just went right, especially that Dunges kick. I mean, that was just not a lot you could do defensively to stop that. What they got to do, Brattleboro does, is make sure they get the next one. That's what it comes down to. Is Olette will get a start here in the second half of play, and that's number 21 over there. He's got an assist tonight. He'll go back and give the ball to the trail player, and they're trying to race up through in the slide kick. Almost able to get it to Lawrence. Still almost able to get to Lawrence. Lawrence is just a hard guy to take down. He is so strong on the ball. Once he gets on it, he's like Velcro stuck to it, and you can't take him off the darn thing. Brattleboro go back, get the ball. Playing field tonight in excellent condition. The only thing they're really contending with right now is pretty strong gusty winds, and even that, everybody did a nice job with it. Tyler Madison will take the throw, get it down to Olette. He'll have time to settle it, and he wanted to send it, and there you go. The first attempt was knocked down. Help from his teammate got it up to midfield, and Brattleboro just dropped it down in that corner. That's well marked out there by the Raiders. Not a lot of space to work with, and Dominic Dunges, who's got a goal today and just played phenomenal defense, has done a nice job of passing, seeing the field, passing the ball to the open teammates. That's C.T. Spalding. Remember, in the first half, he left for about 4.5 minutes after he had a little collision and kind of had to regain his senses, and he seems to be working pretty good out there. Ball will be left back, and Rutland, well, look at the tanglement of bodies there as they're able to go 4 wide, and now they're 4 wide again. Potter got in there. Bowman Potter, 16, got involved. The ball popped free, and the Colonels want to go up over the top. They get a nice bounce. Will roll in the box, and Golubiatnikov will come out and scoop it up. And Golubiatnikov should be a little bit happier with the wind situation in the second half, and that punt very high will settle down, and Dominic Dunges will lay it out, and they'll drive it down over the top. Too far. I want to shut down the iris a little bit. There we go. Sometimes, even after a white balance, the camera's still a little hot. You got to know what you're doing. You just kind of shut down the... It's a better looking picture, is it, huh? Huh? Almost 4,000 video productions. You think I know how to use the thing, right? Oh, that's going to be settled down. Lawrence, hearing some footsteps, He wants to get in there, and no, he was unable to. Actually, did it go off from a Brattleboro player? No, it's going to be a goal kick coming up. And what happened there, he was trying to just get him around the corner, square up enough, send the ball in front, but that was pretty well defended, actually. They didn't get so close to Lawrence that he could do that. They kept enough bumper space where they kind of kept him always on an arc. And we're at 37.5 minutes to go in the second half of play. God forbid, but if Brattleboro tied it up, we would play overtime, golden goal. You'd play 2 10-minute overtime periods. Unless you get a goal somewhere in that first or second overtime, then the game ends bang automatically. It's called sudden victory, or in the old days we called it sudden death. Nowadays they call it golden goal, and that'll be another throw for Brattleboro. But since it's not a playoff or a tournament game, it can end in a tie tonight. Lifted the back foot, got an illegal throw, and now we'll have Rutland take over. And that's a kick. No, it's going to be a throw. I thought for sure it'd be a kick on an illegal throw, but that's going to be a whistle on the collision, and yeah, I can have a hold call, push from behind call actually, and we'll have it set down. And Dominic Dunges, his older brother Dan in the crowd. Dan played on a championship team for Kirk Abrahamson. And I think his name of his college is Assumption College, was where Dan plays. Just an outstanding athlete, as is his brother, as he's showing it tonight out there. There's the ball. Sometimes that thing, you know, soccer ball is pretty big compared to like the field hockey ball, but I still lose it. And here's a nice rush, stopped by Schindler. Got it out there, goes back in the box, and Raiders kind of scrambling right now. There they go, they settle it down, just get the kick up and out, and they'll leave the box, roll up to the 30-yard line, step up, and nice twist and kick by Olson. That's going to roll and bounce all the way down to the 25 of the Raiders. Brattleboro got a little bit of penetration. That's going to be out for Madison. Will it stay in play? That's the only question. Any question is answered. Yes, it is. And oh, look at that. Tackled and taken down and oohs and ahs from the crowd, and Auburn has a goal kick after all that. We've played 4 minutes of the second half, and starting out just like the first half did, actually, kind of in the middle of the field. Every now and then a little trickle of offense. No big saves yet. Now all the offense took place inside 4 minutes to go in the first half. 2-0 the Raiders, or 2-0, that's the soccer speak, 2-0, and that hit the chalk line, be out of bounds, and we'll have the throw coming the other way, and it'll be set back up by, looks like Bowman Potter right there. And but he does a nice job at that defensive position back there with that speed, and just kind of seeing the field in front of him. He just kind of anticipates and flows naturally to where the action is going to be. That's Olette, the ball went off from number 21. Goes down to Tyler Madison and all the way across. Boy, nothing but white jerseys drawn to the ball. And that's going to go up over the top. And they're looking for this very speedy Olette. And he's just a step late. And that's going to be dumped back out. And the Raiders will retreat, trap. And it's going to be Bowman Potter. And this time he puts a little more flatness on the ball. And going to come off to Lawrence. And Lawrence so going to get a throw. And he calls for the ball. And Lawrence wants to take the throw. And now he will make the nice catch. Ooh, good set of hands on him. And that should be, I have it as a white throw, and I know I'm unofficial. And it'll be Tyler Madison coming over, and it'll be Rutland with the throw. And again, they're going to be hard to throw it into the box tonight on one of those big, like Luke Purcell used to do, because the wind's going to be really battling you. And now they've settled on who's going to take the throw. On that far side, he's behind a light pole. He'll reappear all of a sudden. There he goes. It's Jason Olson, and he puts a line drive and a half. He got it into the box in front of the net, and then it's just headed out on a torpedo. And oh, a little holding going on, and CT Spalding able to fight the ball back, went out of play, and we'll have Bowman Potter take the throw. And he got it right into Madison. No downtime there. They want to catch the defense before they get the marks, and they're looking for Lawrence. I think he outthrew him. Yep. Too much roll on it, and with 37 to go in the second half. Still 2-0 Rutland. You're still watching PEGTV, still Munger Vision bringing in the game, and the website at PEGTV is still the same. It's www.pegtv.com, and that was done intentionally. It worked out, but that's also risky, as Corey Pollock right there skating around, and going to be purple throw. Good time to tell you, Halloween's coming up. You know what that means? The Rutland Rec Department annual Halloween parade downtown Rutland, and that also means it'll be brought to you live on Channel 15 PEGTV, and then it'll be aired all through the month of November. It's one of the staple programs, one of the traditions at PEGTV, and we're going to have a whistle on that play, and we'll have a kick coming up. And preceding that airing of the Halloween parade, we'll have the selection of the Pumpkin Queen live on Channel 15, and again that'll be live for the first time, then taped and shown over and over and over, so you'll be able to catch that action. And then November 4th, down at the Paramount Theater, the really big show, number 11. It's a fundraiser for it's a talent show that raises money for the United Way of Rutland County. It's hosted by Sam Garuso. He's the MC. I'll be on the camera, trying not to screw it up, and Chuck Sharp's the director of the United Way of Rutland County. Singing, dancing, comedy, juggling, magic, oh, you name it. All kinds of great acts there, and that's really a great cause too, and it's for your community. So, you know, I always get a ticket, but for some reason you can't make it that night, November 4th, starting at 7. Or if they are sold out, that's what we're hoping for. Don't panic. Don't panic. You can watch it on Channel 15. That's the beauty of PEGTV. And that's going to be sent over the top as Rutland. That was stalled out around midfield for both teams right there. We're just kind of jousting back and forth in between the 40s right now, and that's going to be Brattleboro. Milan wants to bring the ball to the inside, and they get it to the top of the arc just about. They want to drop the pass back, and then the Raider defense just collapsed around it and said, nope, I don't think so, not right now. We've played 9 minutes of the second half, and we still have that 2-0 score like we had at halftime. That's going to be heeled up forward and settled and just high. That was pretty nifty ball handling in tight space down there by Brattleboro. And with each chunk of 10 minutes that go by, you know, from 40 to 30 to 30 to 20 and so on and so forth, and say if that score stays 2-0, Brattleboro has got to start really thinking a lot more offensive minded as far as taking those gambles. Because 2 goals, if you get down around that 15 minute mark, quite a bit. Not impossible, no, by no means. But that might not come to play. They might get some offense going. Oh, I think they got corner. I think they got a corner, yeah. And now, see what they got to contend with? See that flag whipping right there? It's going to be blowing right into the face of the serve, the kick, so they might just go short here instead of trying to bring her out in front of the net. Well, he compensated for it, and oh, nice job. Who stepped up and did that? That's going to go in and be high. Actually, that wasn't a bad serve at all, considering the conditions.
Number 11, Joe Rodolphe. And number 9, Jim C.
Jim C, number 9 for Rutland, coming back into the ballgame, and Joe Rodolphe, number 11, also coming back in there for the Raiders. Both players seen a lot of action. Actually, Rodolphe started, and C got in a lot of minutes off the bench, and boy, I tell you, pretty liberal on the pushing and shoving there from behind tonight. As Olsen able to stand his ground, and it'll be Rutland with the throw, and it'll be Madison giving the ball back to Bowman Potter. He got a lot behind that one. He was looking for Rodolphe. He was just a step late. Oh, what a nifty move. Not really sure what you call that, other than a nifty move, seriously, by what Dunn just did right there. Oh, then he's a tall guy, so he's able to really get up, get those headers. Does a nice job there. And that'll be popped up, and going to be swept aside by Campbell, and it'll be off from Campbell out of play. He'll get in position to mark up defensively now as the Raiders going to try and take that long throw into the box away here. They'll give up something short, but Brattleboro bound and determined to get it in there, and that will hit the ground. Potter blocked it. Madison got it up in the air. And it's still anybody's a 50-50 ball in the box. That's a dangerous situation. Madison coming over. He'll get there and clear it, send it up, and boy, that was kind of hold your breath moment for a second there with the Raiders and the ball in the box. And Golubiatnikov! He was in great position. I mean, all the other stuff was just frosting on a cake for the video camera to dive and knock it down, but great goalie as far as being in the right position. And Brattleboro, I don't know if you can feel it, because you're only watching the tape. I'm here live. Thank you, as they whistle and they bulldoze through Dunges. Brattleboro starting to get a couple more chances, a little more possession down in deep, starting to kind of not take over the game by any means, but they're starting to establish themselves down there, knowing they got to get a goal. Potter, I bet he is good at the prom, at the dances. That was some footwork right there. And Rodolphe, he'll just be late on that one step, and then you see Pollock get Corey Pollock get right back in position. Kirk Abrahamson with the foot trap right there, settling it down for Dunges. So give it back. It looks like Campbell over on that side. That's a long way away for an old guy to see like me. And it's been a long day of work. And Nick Lawrence coming back in the game for Rutland with 27:44 to go in the second half of play. Again, congratulations to the Rutland girls field hockey team, defeating Hartford 3-2. No, I wasn't there. It's the first field hockey game I had missed. And wouldn't you know it, they saved their best when I wasn't there. I had a good excuse. That's going to be dumped and rolled and kicked back in. He went up near midfield. Raiders dump it back in, and then the flying through the air. And nice support on the ball by Spalding, and that's going to come and be out of play. So Bowman Potter is looking for Lawrence. Well, I'll tell you what. Oops, somebody's smoking a cigarette, and I'm supposed to be smoking up here. I can smell it. That's not very cool. Oh, look at Rodolphe. He's smoking on the field. Look at that. And he'll go back, and that's going to come up, and that will be right into Coach Abrahamson's hands. And hey, there's no smoking up here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. And I'm waiting to see. Looks like Brattleboro with the ball as Rutland's scrambling around. No, they're going to be picked up by Campbell, and he'll nicely set it back down, and that's going to be Milan with the throw. And that's going to come up to the 20, 22 settled, and well, who came flying through? Oh, Dunges again. Oh, see him come up limping, and he has had a physical night. And they're in the box, and just going to be wide of Golubietnikov. And now coming with a goal kick now with 25:55 to go in the second half of play. Still 2-0, but Brattleboro picking it up offensively here. As we get near the midway point of the second half, they're generating a lot more time of possession down in the box, getting some shots on net.
Number 22, Corey Pollock.
Corey Pollock now is coming back into the game for Rutland. Shane Barrett out there, also number 24. I missed him coming into the ball game on the subs. And that ball just 50-50 right now, and miskicked, and Pollock went back, got a second attempt, got it up in the air, and that'll be nudged forward. They got it just beyond Barrett. Brattleboro looking for somebody on the trail to come forward just like that, and lost his balance. The ball will skip to Rodolphe, come back to Pollock, and again, just a nice serve across the center circle at midfield, and some nice ball handling there by the Colonels. Again, everything was pretty even in that first half except for the final 4 minutes. That's when both goals were scored for Rutland, and that's going to be safe from going out of bounds once, and yeah, that's going to be, should be a white throw, and that's what we'll have Barrett coming up, and he'll get the ball down under control and then just nudged forward, not strong enough to make the connection with his teammate out there with Spalding, but Brattleboro again, nice passing, good spacing, good gapping on their passing. Then they'll lay it out, and boy, right on the money and some space to work with. Scepter on Campbell, lost his bounce, then tied up on that far side by Rodolphe. He'll spin around, grab a hold of him, and let the ball go to the corner, and that's going to be Olsen there defensively, and I believe Olsen just kicked it out and should have Colonels coming up with a throw. And they do, they get the play going real quick, and that's what they want to do, get the tempo up, get the tempo going, now everybody get marked on the field. And that's going to come back up to the 25 and toward the net. Golubietnikov will watch it sail wide, and we'll have a goal kick coming up for Rutland High School. You're watching Channel 15, PEGTV in Rutland, Vermont. And we're at 24 minutes to go. We played 16 minutes of the second half. Got the same score we had at halftime, 2-0 Rutland. And that somehow stayed in play. It had to be close on that far side, and the Raiders will step up and just drive the ball through as they, again, find a little bit of space hard to find here. And Rodolphe forgot the ball, came back, and the Colonels see if they want to go over the top right now with some numbers, and they're going to reverse field, come back to this near side, and on the run they've got it settled down, and that's Barrett. He came up with the big play defensively on that little slide tackle, got the ball down. C will get the ball to the center of the field. They want to go back to C, and nice job right there by Pettengill, number 21 for Brattleboro. That's straight up, and Barrett got a piece of it, slapped it to the far side, and it is going to be on the play. And you see right there the sling, that's Alex Adams for Rutland, the injured player. And I believe subs are coming in. That's what the hold up in the action was for. And then they'll take the throw, and they'll turn, and that's going to stay in play just enough on that sideline. And now they're going to try to again go down the long ball line. Both teams had a problem to go over the top, and Campbell will take the throw for Rutland right in front of the Brattleboro bench as Nick Campbell, given a good to go sign, will step into it. Jason Olsen back into the contest for Rutland, just announced by Ken Nelson, the golden voice on the PA system here for Rutland boys and girls soccer. Like I said, a lot more Rutland girls soccer and games coming up in the future, along with Mill River girls soccer. And oh, that's got to be a handball, yeah. Yeah, that's an easy call. That's a handball on Barrett, and we'll have Brattleboro just push the ball back about 8 yards to the center of the field, and that's where they'll take the kick. They'll be 5 yards shy of the midfield stripe, and right now there's just a slight lull in the breeze, so maybe they can go over the top if they elect to try to go long with the kick here. That's a beauty of a kick. That's in a great spot, and Golubietnikov will let it go through the inline. And we'll just have a goal kick, but that was really, he kept it low so the wind wouldn't bother it. And Olette for Rutland, who's got an assist tonight, coming back in for Rutland High School wearing number 21. Golubietnikov getting set for Rutland. Will kick it off the ground right here, and can get underneath the ball very well. It's just very, yeah, he had enough of a slice, and it will carry out of bounds, and I believe they're going to say Colonel throw, and that's what we're going to have as Tyler Madison comes back in the soccer game now for Rutland High School. He'll wear number 3. And again, not an offensive showcase tonight, but a good game anyways. A lot of physical play right in the middle of the field, and that's going to be laid out. And Blake coming in for Brattleboro, number 5, is announced, and that's going to drop down, and Olette will let it settle. He'll turn, fire, and was looking for Madison. He was marked up at the last second, and Brattleboro will just pop it up and over, and that's going to be up in the air once, twice, on 2 headers by Campbell. They'll go back, and Dunges will just fire it into the Colonel bench. Again, as we're nearing that midway point, good time to tell you that the Channel 15 website is www.PEGTV.com. Their phone number is 747-015-1, and that's going to be into Golobietnikov's hands. Again, at 747-015-1, Golobietnikov. Seeing a little more action here in the second half. And again, that's a well-designed play. Nice passing down inside the box by Brattleboro. That'll be towed forward, and then a little pop to that far side. Nothing but Raiders over there, and they're just going to go up. And Lawrence wants to do what he just did right there. You want to trap and drag the ball to the inside, let the defender overcommit, and that's going to be a race down the sideline for Olette. And Healy will go back. He wants to reverse, and just great defense. Staying on his feet, though, staying with it. We'll push it down toward the net. Not in. Lawrence will circle back, and that ball will come back to the trailer. Dunges fake the kick at the defender in the air. They give him a little time and space to work with. Shot will come in, and Brewer will pick it up and have the save for Brattleboro. I believe that's Brewer's first punt here of the second half. As what little offense there has been, it's been all Brattleboro's mostly here. And Rutland again with that 2-0 lead, able to play a little more, not 7 men back like I saw Essex do, but able to be a little more defensive oriented. As Lawrence will go to the far side, got a foot on it, and just can he control it? Going to have a kick coming up as he got pushed from behind, and Dunges will mark the ball, and he's going to take the kick himself, and Dominic Dunges will go far corner, and it'll be settled down, pushed back, looking for Olette to get back through, can't fight through that mark, and it'll be over the top of Potter's foot, and Dunges, he's just going to settle it down for a few taps there, and then getting a lot of open field into the box, and the goalie Brewer will pick it up as we have gone below 19 minutes now to go in regulation. And an excellent kick by Brewer. Got a nice carry on. It's just like a long offensive pass when your goalie can kick like that. That's Rodolfi, number 11. It got into the chase mode, going from one side to the other. They're going to go up over the top. They're onside. It's just American. They cross the ball back in front. They're going to go backwards to go forwards, and they're going to go to the left foot, and that will slide all the way top of the arc. He's got a little time to shoot. Going to be high. Oh, they worked the ball back all the way to the top of the arc of the box, and he had some space there and just got it up and over the top of the crossbar. So Golobietnikov take the kick for Rutland on this near side of the box with 18 minutes to go in the second half of play. And it's just a white throw, I believe, and that's what Potter says. And Potter will chase the ball down as they announce all the different subs coming in. Rodolfi taking a break for the Raiders, number 11 over there. And Bowman Potter back now from the track surface, and he'll get set with 17:49 to go on the game clock. And Rutland still with home games against Hartford and MAU. And MSJ, I keep forgetting that. And Potter will just get set and take the throw. So Spalding 6, C number 9, and Barrett 24 all coming in for Kirk Abrahamson and Rutland. And boy, the good thing they just saw each other at the last second. We did have a couple Raiders collide earlier with each other in the game, and boy, there's a race for the ball, and I didn't hear the whistle, but it had to be an offside, and that's what it was. Oh, he was closing in on that. That was Barrett out there with that great speed going to the ball in the open field, and it was about a step and a half offside. And there's a kick over the top. Great carry on the ball. Goes into the box. Golobietnikov will get there and get it just before all the purple jerseys came crashing down in. And again, great kick. And that's going to be a very short kick. Knocked down. Takes a nice bounce to the 45. And they're going to have a little scrum near the 50. And the ball will be just rejected right back. And Brattleboro will set it sideways. Rutland with the step up and challenge. Has it go off a pair of shin guards right back. And then C coming up. Undetected from behind. Will just boot it side out. And Milan will take the throw. Looks like 22 for the Colonels.
So Brattleboro, number 9, Cameron Haas.
Again, not a bad crowd on hand for a Thursday night, 6 o'clock start time. Cool night, no rain yet, that's good news. And again, they'll have the throw, the kick, I'm sorry, it must have gone side out, and we're going to have Schindler back there. Looks like he's going to mark it and take the kick himself. Golubietnikov will take a break, as that certainly looks like Big Dennis back there. Well, he got a good foot underneath that. And boy, look at the attack. Nice attack by Barrett. Barrett very aggressive anyways, and yeah. It'll be a kick coming up on the push, and Barrett went down, and with 15:43 to go, that sense of urgency's got to really start kicking in to Brattleboro. As Dunges and the Raiders had a 2-0 halftime lead, and that's where they stand right now. And that, oh, big collision, and Barrett looking for the call, and it's going to be a white throw. They'll come just at the edge of the Rutland bench, and Barrett might have, yeah, he did. He out threw everybody, and he'll be out through the inline. Now we'll have Brattleboro take the goal kick, and we'll just see if it's going to be Pettengill, number 21. And it will be, and he'll mark it up, and he's done a nice job all night of really being able to get into the ball. That's going to be played to the far side and out of play, and quickly. I like the way the Brattleboro, they are getting that sense of urgency. They get up there, get the throw in. Rutland sagging back. Schindler right there, able to drive it up to CT Spalding. Goes off from his foot once, twice, rolls to the corner. It's going to stay in play. Schindler will get there, and that'll be off from Brattleboro through the inline. It's going to be a Raider goal kick coming up on a nice bounce. Very fortunate bounce for Rutland right there. And Schindler will just bring the ball back. I'm always curious when they make a switch like Golubietnikov has been taking the goal kicks all season. Now Schindler back there taking the kicks. So I don't know if there's been something physically wrong with Golubietnikov, or just a change in strategy for the heck of it. That's going to be right on the toe. Nice pass. Then the return pass was soft and was taken away, and Brattleboro wants to cut it inside, and Rutland really, see how they just floated the ball defensively. It's really a nice job by the Raiders right there. To step up, and nope. Right idea, hit the trailer. He had his momentum coming forward. Really got everything into the kick, but it will sail up over the crossbar and out of play. And all this happening with just 13:49 to go. Regulation. It was a tie game down in Brattleboro, 1-1. And Rutland already made sure it won't be that tonight at 1-1. It'll be at least 2-2. And that low kick, and nice little send out. Potter sent right off the backside of Pollock. Ball still alive, bouncing around. There's the settle. Nobody owns it. Still 50-50 ball. Pop back up. Mile into the air this time. And they're waiting. It'll come down. And Lawrence will get up there, get a piece of it. And then he's going to motor forward. And, well, he just stays with it. Oh. Going to have a kick coming up for Brattleboro. So we hit the 13-minute mark. It's 2-0. Rutland High School. And that is, again, a nice, healthy kick. That's in a great spot, and, oh, there's that great speed. That's great speed defensively to get back there. I think that was CT Spalding. Yes, it was, number 6. It took what looked like it was going to become a short shot on net and just erase it into not even becoming a scoring chance. They'll go up, and again, Brattleboro just got to keep pressing. They need a goal here, and that's going to be, oh, they kept it low this time for sure, but it'll be wide through the inline and roll to Gleason Road, and we'll have a kick coming up by Schindler.
Rutland substitution, number 10, Nick Campbell.
And Nick Campbell back in the ball game for Rutland High School. And, of course, he wears number 10, and it's going to be Schindler with the ball now. They had to wait around, and when you got a 2-goal lead, you can take your time like that and let it keep ticking down when you try to find the ball, find the mark, and all that good stuff. And that, it's going to land harmlessly between a couple, one from Brattleboro player and one from Rutland, and then that's going to be the pass on this side. Again, they've passed the ball well, they just haven't really been able to finish, and should be a kick coming up. And again, the way they've been kicking the ball here in the second half, Milan's going to take, oh, he's going to be called off here. And it's going to be Pettengill. So again, this is a great scoring opportunity. And what they stopped the play for was Dunn just didn't back up to 10 yards. And, oh, who got up in the air? Must be Schindler. It's a big, tall guy. He got up there and got the header on it. And a header defensively is as important as a header offensively, because he got up there and got the ball out of the box, and that must have been out of play. And it will be the whistle now, and there'll be a goal kick coming up for Rutland as they kick the ball all the way across. I'm not really sure why they did that.
Neil Goldberg,
No, no goal kick. That's why I'm confused. There we go. Bowman Potter take the throw as they have to wait for the subs coming in for Brattleboro. Just 11 minutes ago. As Mike Schwartz coming in the game, number 2, saw significant minutes in the first half and coming in here at a crucial time in the second half. And oh, that's great play defensively. That had to be Dunges. Just another great play by Dominic Dunges out there. That was nifty stuff. Again, see how they're beautiful, trying to nurse the ball through on a through ball, and Rutland. I mean, there's some tight marking going on in there, as you can see right there. Is Rodolphe getting up and some trash talking in soccer, something you never see. Oh, that's a live ball. Golubetnikov, he got there. What a job by Golubetnikov, getting to the balls that laid it right dead still in front of him. The goal. Scorekeeper coming, the keeper getting on it for Rutland, but the scorer coming down the middle was trying to tag that, the attack person, and drill it in the back of the net, and he got there, Golubetnikov got there, and he smothered the ball and kept it at 2-1. Remember, there was a distraction out in front of that play. There was some Rodolphe exchanging some words with the Brattleboro player, and smartly Brattleboro just got the ball, got it in play, and almost got a goal. Tell you, Golubetnikov has not seen tons of quality chances tonight, but when he's called upon, oh, is he good, huh? And that should be, and I'm waiting for the call here myself. Just wait through it, I think, as there's conversations going on, and they're going to bring Potter up. Well, Potter's going to take a break, and that will push Schindler. So Pollock coming in for Potter. Schindler's going to give the ball to Pollock, and he'll take the throw. So after all that, it's Barrett actually. So I looked down and saw the shoes. That's Barrett taking the throw, and oh, what a great job by Lawrence, using every inch of that big frame is to reach over and keep the ball in play on the header. And that's going to be Pollock that pulled up so he won't have a collision. The ball popped to Brattleboro. They're going to drop it. Well, they tried to go down in that corner. It's knocked down by Rutland, and that's going to be sent forward in play. Lawrence, he'll settle, turn, have a little turf, take a dribble, and oh, just had it. He waited just a tad too long, and it belonged to Rutland. See Glenn Olson over there with the nice footwork. He's running the horn. As we're at 8:50 and counting to go in the second half of play. 2-0 Rutland. See him directing some traffic over there. And that will be up in the air and should have a kick coming up. Yes, I'm just wondering where are they going to spot it. As Bowman Potter will, I guess right there. I thought they might bring him back a yard or two, but it's going to be just outside the football 25. And now Dominic Dunges puts it right on the 25. Rutland with a great chance to ice this thing right here with this kick. And Brewer comes out uncontested, will pick it up out of midair, and he will get set. And he's throwing the ball a lot tonight. Wait and see, he's actually going to take the punt now. And again, a nice job on the kick over midfield, and Brattleboro trying to transition it down the field as quick as they can, and that's going to be Tyler Madison. Got there, dumps it up to the center circle. There's it settled, the trail, and the move taken away by Dunges as he really just great awareness of what's around him all the time on the field. And this is Schwartz trying to come between, and they set on the ball, and they'll let him play through, and Madison will get up. Now that's going to be sent up and over the top. Nothing but white back there, jersey-wise. That's going to be Schindler. Oh, what a great play by Schindler. I tell you, I don't even know how they get in that position to make a kick like that. I would be going to the chiropractor right now personally, but Cardinals will take the throw. Looks like he'll land on that side. He'll have to wait. He'll pump once. Faked me out. Now he's going to back up. I don't know. He could be going right at the box. That's where he's going, trying to go all the way into the box with it, and he's going to be headed out by Schindler, and he'll come up, and Pettengill will set the ball down from land, and then a step up the contest. No, Campbell will get back in there after he overran the ball, and this is going to become a corner as it goes off from Rutland High School out of play. And boy, Brattleboro at this juncture of the game, it sounds silly to say 6:54, we've got to really take advantage and capitalize on one of these corners or kicks. And you say, well, you want to do that the whole game. Well, yeah, but it's like right in your face now. You're down 2 goals. Less than 7 minutes. There's the follow-up. Can you get the space? Nope, never had. There were nothing but white legs through there. And the follow-up on the second attempt was just a smidging wide. And a smidging's about 7.5 inches, in case you didn't know what that was. And we're going to have a goal kick. And again, Rutland chest in their socks now, taking some time. We're down to 6:18 and counting. And that's where I was talking to the crowd right there. That's why I missed the kick. Sorry. Yeah, gotta be sociable. It's going to be Dunges trying to get the ball down on that side, and then Campbell wearing his jersey out there right inside the Brattleboro player's jersey. And that's why you want to mark up this late in the game with a 2-goal lead. Don't give him any room to work. I'll tell you right now, Rutland, this would be a big win for them because they've had the loss to Hartford, the tie with Brattleboro earlier in the year, and they really can't afford to go down in MBL play with a loss or another tie here. Oh, that's got to be Dunges with the nifty move there. As he'll lay it out. It's going to stay in play. It's going to be picked up by C. He's going to send the ball down the middle. It's going to be missed kick, but just enough to actually get it up and out. And that's going to trickle, come back to Barrett. He's going to take, and too hard. It's going to be out of play. Shane Barrett's played a lot tonight, and he's played very well tonight. As we're zooming in on that 5-minute mark in the game. Oh, nice steal. And then Dunges. Yeah, he earned that. Oh yeah, whether you embellish that or not, he was cunning enough to get the call. And this lead up another, but see how he's waiting, the ball's got to be retrieved, it's got to come back, the clock's running, he's going to mark it now and set it up. This is going to kill 25 seconds easy. And they got the 2-0 lead, they want that clock just to evaporate. It'll bounce, come out, and Brattleboro really had that well defended, and they're going to make a rush on the far side right in front of the Raider bench. Still got a little space to dribble, a little space, 15 yards, 20 yards, and going to go 25 before he gives the kick up. Goes out of play, so all that down the field, and he went to go to the outside, and it'll be Rutland with the throw on the far side of the field in front of the Brattleboro bench, and that's going to be, looks like Campbell way over there.
Entering for Brattleboro, number 6, Paxton Belcher Timmy. And number 16.
That's CT Spalding, and that's going to be headed right back to a crowd of people and stays in play as Mike Schwartz, number 2, coming back in the game for Rutland High School. And that'll lay there into center circle, and then it's going to be a through ball. Nope, never made it through, but the trail play coming up, and Dunges with just enough of a nudge to throw the rhythm of the play off. That's a 50-50 ball, and still a 50-50 ball, and it's just going to trickle over to us, and Rodolphe will lose it out of play. 3:50 and counting, and Rutland on their home field up 2-0 on Channel 15 Sports. And they'll fire the ball. That was a good throw. It just really was nobody reacting to the ball. That'll be popped up in the air, and 1 header, 2 headers, and now finds just a patch of grass to roll on. There's a setback, and Dunges will get there again. Played tremendous defense tonight, Dunges has. And goes to C. C number 9 will lay down that far side. Look at the speed. He is just moving it. And can he get a kick away? Oh, what a rush down the field. That's a live ball, and he can't hold it. And he didn't. That's no penalty. It just came down, and he cradled it. And to tell you what, that was Shane Barrett, I believe, that went just smoking down the field. Spalding with the ball will come out with it. CT Spalding gave the pass up on his side, and what the heck? He said he had one try to look at it, and then he double pumped and sent the ball through. No harm with that, and that's going to be Schwartz right there, number 2. And then the side kick knocked down. Raiders just really pursuing now as they can feel it with under 3 minutes to go. Rodolphe whistled for the offside. Yeah. I'll tell you what, Rutland's offense is happening inside the 4-minute mark in both halves. No, they don't have a score here, but again, their best scoring chances. Oh, look at this, Oh, nice job. Good recovery by Schindler. There's the follow-up, and be picked up by Golubietnikov. We have 2:24 to go in the game. And Brendan Golubietnikov will take a few dribbles before he steps into the punt, and I'll tell you what, good hang time. This is going to hit, bounce, and going to go toward the bench and be out of play. They say Rutland with the ball. And again, it just keeps the clock going in Rutland's favor as far as having the ball, having possession, and having that clock getting more and more toward the end of the game. Well, this is going to be a race for the ball. That's well set, far corner, and you can see right there. Oh, great play defensively. That was Timmy that got over there. Belcher Timmy, number 6, and slid and knocked it out of bounds. We have 90 seconds to go in the game, 1:30 if we want to convert that. And it's not impossible, but they got to have a goal like now. Well, Rutland just stepping it up here. Best defense is to have offense and keep the ball away, just like they're doing now. And Rodolphe, and no call, and a takedown, and no call, and it's been pretty loosely called tonight, the game has. Yeah. It's been pretty loosely called, yeah. And it's an emotional game. It's a physical game. Well, a lot of politicking going on right now. Number 9's pretty fired up. I'll tell you what I'd say to him if I was playing. I'd say, yeah, okay, Mr. Haas, let's look at the scoreboard. You can do all your talking you want, but we're up 2-0 with 65 seconds to go. But it's an emotional game. You got to understand that. And see how smart Joe is? He's staying away from everything. Now they're calling the captain. That's Dominic Dunders. He's captain. And I'm just speculating, but I'm sure they're saying, okay, guys, 65 seconds, good sportsmanship. Let's reel it in. Let's get through the game with no English-style soccer brawls or anything like that. But I don't think we're going to see any objections here in 60. What didn't warrant it. It was just all more. See, Brattleboro's pointing to Rodolphe because he was very smart. He just got out of the whole thing. There's a yellow card. Now Joe should get a yellow card. No, they're not going to get. Tell you what, Joe's going to grow up and do very well in life. He got away with all that. And again, I can chuckle because I'm running the camera, but it was all harmless, actually. There's a little grabbing here and there. No punches were thrown. And Rodolphe will be leaving, though, but I don't know. This could be Coach Abrahamson's, because I didn't see him issue the card. But
Number 18, Nick Lawrence.
Lawrence now. It's a very emotional, passionate thing to get out in a sporting event and be playing under the lights in a physical game, and really no harm done there. They got a couple yellow cards, and everybody's okay, and everybody's gonna be able to wake up tomorrow and go to school, go to work, and watch Sports Beat on Channel 15. Monday nights at 4:30, Tuesday nights at 5:30, and Thursday nights at 9. Some of the best action coming here very late in the game. And Lawrence is going to replace Pollock. And the reason I would say they want Lawrence is because just his size matching up with the longer legs of the opponent. They're both tall guys. It's Pettengill over there. Now, I'm not sure why the refs are having such a so much TV time right now. They got it squared away. They've had their hands full here, and we're good to go. And oh, come on. I want to get home by 9 o'clock tonight. We were on mark to be home and in the shower and then in the bed and have CSI on, and now all this. Come on, guys. I mean, they're pointing to Van Backer, and he really had nothing to do with any of the extracurricular stuff.
Number 17, Dane Sangaloon, hometown, returns to Brattleboro.
Okay, now we're going to get back to the kick between Lawrence and Pettengill. I think 65 seconds to go. 2-0 Rutland. They're just a minute and 5 seconds away from getting the win, and
1 minute remaining.
Again, that's going to, Brattleboro in the purple uniforms, Rutland in the white. Oops, got my camera caught on the ledge of the window, couldn't move it down. There we go. And we'll have a throw by Pollock, and that could actually be a card on Pollock right there because he picked the ball up and threw it. He delayed games, what he did, 43 seconds to go, and it was pretty obvious that he meant to do what he did, but he picked the ball up and rolled it way away, so it took more time to go get it and all that. And it's been a loosely officiated game all night, and this is what happens when it carries over for almost 80 minutes. Things fester, and then they rise, and then people get frustrated, and then you get all this kind of stuff. And it's going to be knocked out of the box, and the drive never got in. It was a good solid kick. That's a good solid kick, and it's going to be to Gleason Road, and we're just 12 seconds away. And by the time Rutland gets a ball and gets the kick, that could almost be the game right there.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, and he'll just hold it, and that's a smart play. And Rutland's going to win 2-0 over Brattleboro in varsity soccer action on Channel 15 Sports. see Golubietnikov, Nick Campbell strutting their stuff down there. So Rutland with an MVL Class A win. And it was tough. Brattleboro played very, very well. So the Raiders will be back on Channel 15 at a later date. They have MAU and Hartford still at home, and you can see the handshakes will be taking place. And we will be good to go here. From Channel 15, Jerry Munger saying, get out there, support your student athletes, catch a game live, always support Munger Vision, and God bless America.